So long, ladies and gentlemen. I had to put something inside me. I was just hungry. Ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I was so hungry. All right. Now, let's get down to business. This is Facebook. This is the Gift of Gab with yours truly, Uncle Floyd. I'm gonna get you guys on the same page with me as I tell you about the weather. And y'all have weather where y'all at as well. So today is the 22nd of November 2024 at exactly 3:04 p.m. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, the weather is 67 degrees, it's sunny, and it feels just like 67 degrees. And the participation is 0%, humidity is 42%, and the winds is traveling at a calm 9 miles an hour, and the air quality is a yellow light. That's right up under a green light. And both of them is A-OK to me. All right, now if you guys is going to be traveling to Southern California, that's where I'm at. If you're going to be traveling to Southern California, to Los Angeles, Long Beach, Compton, Inglewood, Glenwood, Norwalk, Orange County, Palm Springs, yes. That's what you're going to get for today and the next 3 days, what I read off to you. Your weather. If you're traveling to Southern California. And for those who's back in Buffalo, New York, yeah, I had to clap my hands and stomp my feet and say, yeah. I'll say it again too. If you're going down further down south, here in Southern California, look up a good friend of ours, a childhood friend of ours named Gregory Nance. He'll play that saxophone for you. Yes, he's bona fide, he's qualified, he stands front and center. All right, Greg Nance. I talked to your cousin Kevin Lozano 2 or 3 days ago. It might have been Monday. I called him. I was going to pick a bone with him, but when he answered the phone, he was just waking up, answering it because it's early in the morning. He was in a good night's sleep. So I didn't pick that bone with him. Just asking him, how come I ain't heard from him? What I don't did, what I don't said. And he bust out laughing and said, you ain't did or said nothing. That's how us brothers are. Hey, Glow Pop. Gloria King, thank you for reaching out and touching me. Thank you. And Jenny on the block. And I don't want you people to be taken when I say on the block the wrong darn way, because she'll straighten you out. Okay? I tell you, I'll put my niece on you, my daughter, Pookie Blow. And Pookie will tell you, when I had her on here 3 or 4 weeks ago, she said Pookie Blow stand for blowing shit out of proportion, and be careful how you talk to her or Uncle Floyd or her Uncle Floyd. Yes, indeed. You know, if you don't want to spend no money going to the doctor to get you some antibiotics, let me tell you about something real quick. Y'all see this drink right here? See how green that is? You won't believe it. That's just one bunch of parsley. One bunch of parsley. And I put 5 oranges, peeled the oranges and just diced them up. Diced up the parsley, threw it in the blender, diced up 4 or was it 5 oranges, threw them in the blender. Then I got me a thumb size of Ginger root. Go to your produce section where you get your collard greens, mustard greens, and turnip greens at, and cabbage, and get you a thumb size, whatever size your thumb is. From the top right there to that knuckle, and make sure you get your little fat size. Ain't got to be like big and fat, but about the circumference of a hot dog. And then you leave that skin on, just rinse it, leave the skin on, because that's fiber and that's got nutrients. I don't know why people throw away the hull. Growing up, they said the hull. And you dice that up and you throw that in there on top of those oranges. And then get you just 1 tablespoon of ground ginger. And just throw that 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. That's what I meant to say. And you throw that tablespoon of cinnamon on top of those oranges that's sitting on top of that parsley, just that little bunch of parsley. And then you get you 2 cups of water. Get you 200 milliliters twice. So that's 2 cups of water. That's what 400 milliliters is. 200 milliliters is 1 cup. So 400 milliliters is 2 cups. And you put the lid on there and you just blend that sucker. And if you want to, you can do like me, just throw your a banana in there. Do you know that's a natural antibiotic, like amoxicillin? Penicillin. Yeah, any kind of psyllin there is. This here, you got a lot of mucus from a cold. You might have a little pink eye or something like that there, right? Learn. Do like the old folks tell us, go in their backyard or go down to Mr. and Mrs. Smith or Mr. and Mrs. Johnson's house and ask them if you can go in the backyard and pull up this and pull up that from the garden of Eden. You better learn how, or remember, y'all. You better remember how to stay ready so you ain't got to worry about being ready or getting ready. See, if you stay ready, you ain't got to worry about getting ready. I'm telling you, better go back to your roots. Down the chat. Boy, is that good. Y'all love that. Once y'all try that, y'all gonna love it. And then, like say, tomorrow I'm gonna show y'all a little something as I get my long arm of the law. This thing just pull it out like a telescope, right? Got a basket on it. I'm gonna get me some of them navel oranges and some of them other oranges off my neighbor tree right there, right? And I went to Walmart 4 or 5 years ago and bought me a Black & Decker juicer, plastic juicer. And we don't buy orange juice unless we're away from home. But we don't buy orange juice. We just pick some off the trees, fresh. Ain't got to worry about that old concentrated taste. Just like when you use fluoride toothpaste and you try to eat something or drink something and you got that nasty, bitter, that afterburn taste. Not with freshly squeezed. And then on my tree, I ain't gonna say my tree, my wife and my sons and my grandbabies and my daughter-in-law, they just let me stay here. We got them ruby red grapefruits on our tree. There I go again, talking about R. They just let me, they feel sorry for me, y'all. They just let me. Them ruby red grapefruits is just as sweet. You don't need no sugar whatsoever. They just ruby red. I got one sitting right here, y'all. And they get big as your head, right? But this one right here. And before we finish, I'm gonna cut this open and let y'all see how ruby red this is. And you talking about You talking about sweet. Sweet is a pretty little girl. I ain't gonna say pretty little girl. Teenager when I was growing up. And then in the 20s, young ladies in the 20s and the 30s. Then in the 40s, you say woman. And then when they get 50 and above, you say lady. That's what you say. We got me some fiddle faddles. These been around for a long time. Long time. And everybody that was supposed to or that's gonna drop a turkey off, better get here before 12 p.m. or 12 noon Sunday. Because after that, there, you bring it to me, you're taking it right back home. I don't play. That's why I tell you, you buy, I fry. Just like the fish market. You buy it, they fry it. I used to supply the turkeys, back in the early 80s, 84, 85, all the way to maybe 87, 88. And people wouldn't come get them. So what I did was, I went to go buy some red snapper and some catfish and some fried oysters for Firefly. That's my wife's name, Firefly, y'all. Listen to that old Temptation song called Firefly. And went and got it. That's when my baby brother, Anthony Mount Livingston, was staying out here, and my Irish twin was staying out here, Lloyd Livingston. Before we got the house, we stayed in an apartment. That was 30-something years ago. And we would go to the fish market. And then it dawned on me, that's what I do with them turkeys. I tell the people, you buy, I fry. And they was buying from me for years, and they knew the quality of the stuff and the love that I was putting in there. And like when growing up, you say, oh, big mama or mama or uncle so-and-so or daddy. They sure put their feet, they put both feet in there. If you ain't lived in the projects, in the PJs, or in a house in the urban ghetto area, you'll take putting 1 or 2 feet in your food the wrong damn way. That's what we do. We look at you and laugh while you're frowning because you don't know nothing about real. And so I cut down. I would do a 30, 40, sometimes 50, almost 60 turkeys a day on Thanksgiving. That when I was young. Then I taught my 3 prodigal sons. And my wife, baby sister, 2 of her sons, maybe 3 of her sons. I call them sons, they call me dad, even though they got their biological dad. And I had them make the ingredients after they watched me. And they got so tired of me telling them what to do. Many I had them make them ingredients up in the right amount of this and the right amount of that. Throw that in that blender. And then my 3 prodigal sons and my great nephew, Fat. Where's Fat? Give it up for Fat. Hey, Fat might come over and then he's home for the holidays from college. He go to Western. And they love making it, teach them so that way they having them a little hustle when time get hard. Yeah. But yeah, if they don't bring it by noon Sunday, they can keep it. I don't care who they is. And because it take me a while to recuperate. Take me 2.5, 3 days to recuperate after doing this type of stuff. And my physical therapy, that's why I do it. Because my doctor said, move, man, move. Don't just sit there. Said your wife ain't even gonna want you. Hell, life ain't gonna want you if you don't get your behind up and move. That's what my doctor said. Life will give up on you. I knew exactly what he was talking about. Certain things people can say, certain things we can say. We understand. And when I growing up, the old folks said, so-and-so said something, it just stuck with me. Yeah. I'm thinking about some of them soldiers that I used to run the street with. Some of them we never ran the street, but we just fellowshiped, and they just ain't here physically. Well, we had a good conversation going on 2 days ago, I'll tell you. For those of you, damn it, let me get. I didn't even chime in. I gotta do this here so you guys can see me. Damn it. So you guys can see me live. Damn, I didn't even go on there and Damn it. So you guys and put this on. I'm up here talking and talking and talking. I didn't even go public. Now we don't went public. Now y'all can see me. Now y'all can see me live. All right, let's get out of that there now since y'all can be caught up. I'm sorry, I apologize. I was talking in the last 15 and a half minutes I was talking and forgot to go public, go live so you guys can be with me, but now you're with me. What was I saying about the turkeys? Oh, well, anyway, let me give a shout out to a buddy of mine up in Utah by the name of Aaron Wesley. When we first started off doing comedy, it was Aaron Wesley, and I gave him all the nicknames. You know, we call him Hannibal because and the name of us three was called the A-Team. That's what it was. It was the A-Team. It was Aaron Wesley, better known as Hannibal, and it was TC. Yeah, the young kid on the block. Yeah, he's being the kid group on Disney Channel and stuff like that there. I don't know what he's doing now. Oh, I've been asking Aaron to see if he can reach out to him. And then myself, Temptation. I just picked that name because I just like being old school. And one thing about Hannibal, Aaron Wesley, I tell you, when he say, man, we're going to go and do the improv, I never did the one up there in Sunset or Hollywood, whatever that one is, right? But I'll go out there to the Spectrum and the Ontario one and the Brea one. I tell you, boy, Aaron would book us and we'd go to the Comedy Store. We had such a good time, just having a good time, and, not trying to be world famous or anything, but just having the courage to just have something to pass the time. And everything look easy. You like those turkeys? It look easy. Prepping them. And see, I prep all mine. I always keep, I keep the necks, I keep the gizzards, I keep the turkey tails. But man, I tell you something about them turkey tails. Learned that from my wife. I learned that from my brother-in-law, Amy Tautolo, up in Utah. My wife, baby sister, Tofu, Iono Tautolo. She got about 4 or 5 years coming up on her home going. And boy, when they give the Polynesians, the Samoans, when they give get together, you're talking about a biblical feast. It just go on and on for so many days of the break of dawn. And boy, they would clean them turkey tails and throw them in a big ass plastic tub. They throw them in a tub, ladies and gentlemen. They throw soy sauce, brown sugar. They have onions. They have garlic. They may throw a little bit of pineapple juice up in there. They just let it sit. And throw that on the grill because all that I just told you, right? Those enzymes of the onion and the garlic and the pineapple and the soy sauce, that's pre-cooking that stuff anyway. When you throw it on that grill, it'll be so tender. And them turkey necks, let me tell you, I deep fry those sometimes. Sometimes I might just go ahead and boil them, make me a turkey broth, right? See, they go Firefly right there. She got the crock pot going, got some thighs in there, making a Mississippi chicken roast pot. But and those turkey necks, ooh wee, and then those turkey gizzards. Let me hit y'all on this. You rinse those off with some cold water, and then you cut them into chunks. The turkey gizzards, like you cut them in half. Then you get you some bacon and wrap them right. Shh. You throw those on the grill. Oh man. Or you throw them in the cast iron skillet. That bacon. Oh man, that beginning. That what old folks used to say. Go in there and get that can of that beginning over there. And they were talking about that can of bacon grease. Bacon grease brings any dish to life. Oh Oh, and I was telling y'all that I don't use peanut oil. You know, I told y'all I don't use peanut oil. And why it's on my mind, right? Let me turn this around so y'all can see the oils that I use. I just use premium liquid uh, um, frying shortening, and all it is liquid lard. Old guy from Louisiana told me about that many years ago. He said, "Why are you wasting your money?" I said, "Because that's what it say on TV and the commercial." He said, "What did your parents and your grandparents and people great grandparents used to cook? They pork chops and stuff in when you was growing up as a kid." I said, "They had a block of lard, that white lard." He said, "And that's what you need to cook your turkeys in." And boy, let me tell you, people say, "Man, whew." But let me get back to what was slipping my mind because I had a brain freeze while it's here right now. I forgot to tell y'all when I was speaking, when I was injecting those turkeys, and I was saying if you want your turkey to come out good and crispy, what you do is when you cooking for that 3 minutes a pound or 3.5 minutes a pound, right? You pull it out when that alarm clock go off right here, or that little timer go off, or however you have it set to let you know that it's done, or it ain't overdone or burnt up. You pull that turkey out, right, and let all that oil drip right back down there in that pot. Then you take that turkey and set it to the side on a table, on a piece of cardboard or something, for about I'd say a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Yeah. And then you pick it up and you drop it back down there in that hot oil for 30 seconds, maybe a whole minute. Leave it 30 seconds to a minute, and you bring it out and you just let that oil just drop off, go back into that pot, and you just set that sucker to the side. I guarantee you, that turkey gonna be just as crispy. Woo, you talking about crispy, like old school. When your mama and grandma and Uncle Roland and Aunt Thelma, Aunt Eula, Ain't Minnie, Ain't Pat, Ain't Bertha. Yeah, that's right. Ain't Gertrude, Ain't Bertha. I'm talking, man. I'm going up and down memory lane. You hear me? Past and present. That's if you wanted to be crispy. But let me show you the oils that I use. Listen to the music till I get. Wait a minute. I'll wait until I hit that button again, and then I'll be able to turn this thing around. Let y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. I'm gonna get that oil and show y'all. So don't be spending no $50, $60 just on a 35 pounds, which equals out to 5-gallon jug of oil. All right, I'm back. Let me show y'all the oil that I use. Don't get caught up on because somebody try to tell you how to spend your money. Lard, that's as natural as it can be. But you don't want to be using that cottonseed oil. Because it ain't no good for you. Let me show you something. Oh shit. What did I do? Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, people. Can y'all see? See if I can get that right there for. Oh man, let me put it up here on the table where you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you see that all right there? That's a creamy liquid frying shortening. See? Is that it right there? Yeah. You get to see that right there. Then you got this one right here. Let me see if I can pull it so you guys can see it. Where we at? Oh. Yeah, there you go. That's all that is. Big ass jugs of lard. Just a second. Woo! All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry about that. Where's they at? Where we at? Okay, we did that down. I know damn well it didn't stop. Testing. Testing. All right, now we back. I hit the button, so hopefully y'all got to see it. And if you didn't, I'll do it again on my phone instead of me picking this tablet up doing it. Is that okay? Yes, indeed. I'm sorry. I gotta be more professional. So, what else we want to talk about? Oh. Well, get y'all some. Okay. Oh. So I'm gonna get them oranges. Oh, I told y'all I was gonna cut this ruby red grapefruit. Let me go cut this grapefruit real quick, y'all, so I can show y'all this here too. Oh. Even on that, I gotta go out and get one of them big ones because that's a baby. It's sweet, but when I get the big one from outside, I'll pick some out because I gotta give them to my neighbors. After the lawnmower people come tomorrow morning around 7:30, I'll let them through the gate, and then they'll go ahead and cut the lawn, prune some of them trees, and then I'll get my basket, my long arm of the law, and pull some of them grapefruits as I'm getting some neighbor oranges and some of them other oranges over there. Squeeze them so I can have some. We can have some natural vitamin C. And today is Friday, and we're gonna be back with you. And I'll get my book and we'll go down the line. Oh, when I woke up this morning, That new book I showed y'all about 2.5, 3 months ago, Mandingo Drum, I couldn't find it. And it was in my wife's car. It was in Firefly's car. When we went to her eye doctor appointment earlier this month in Pasadena, California. And because I went to bed early. I went to bed like I normally do, 8:15, 8:30. And I didn't even get a chance to finish watching the new Matlock because I love the Matlock. So, and when I woke up around 11, when one of my sons got in from work, I got up. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I finished watching the rest of that Matlock. I tried to go back to sleep, couldn't go back to sleep, and I said, well, let me get up and since I started that new book, Mandingo Drum, and y'all gotta get this book called Mandingo Drum. Oh, you're gonna love it. And I couldn't find it. I was so upset. Then it dawned on me it was in my wife's trunk. So when I was out and about after she come back for her morning walk, she sent me a text message and said that it was in a Target bag in the trunk of her car. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm going to read a little bit of that Mandingo Drum, and this is about real, This is about real life. And this is not art imitating life. This is what really happened in slavery time. The things that they did, the way they used the men and women, the African men and women, the black men and women, the young men and women, even the teenagers, how they were so ruthless and savages, the white Americans, the British, the Portuguese, and having them populate they plantation. And I can't put the special effect on clapping the hands and stomping the feet and yelling, yeah, because there wasn't nothing right about that. And how they is down in Florida and Texas and Arizona and Alabama and down south, that they don't want the truth of American history to be told about the slavery and what the white folks did, and told those stories to their kids, and their kids believe it till today. And some of them, they find out about the truth and cussing out their parents and grandparents and great grandparents. But how long did the white Caucasian species think that lie of savagery, that they're superior over the blacks, the Africans, anywhere around this Garden of Eden, this 360-degree sphere, what we call planet or Earth? How long did they think that lie was going to hold up? They thought the lie was going to hold up forever. But the fight is coming from within the Caucasian race, the white race, the invisible race. That's where the fight is coming from, because they're not pleased. Some of them, a third of them, not pleased on what their forefathers has done and how they're still reaping the benefits of patents, inventions. And the reason why I paused is because I was going to say creation, but no man has created anything. They invented, because the gods that were made in their image, all the material and substance, that the things that we use today for everyday life, was in and came with the formation of the gases and the water and the fire and the air and other molecules that form this spear, all the way down to its very core. And you ever notice when it comes to like Brazil, when it comes to Haiti, when it comes to Jamaica, when it comes to the continent of Africa, and where the arms and the roots spread out and go around this planet, this sphere, this earth, they only televise the ghetto, the downtrodden. But if Africa, that continent, all the countries in that continent, the biggest continent that there is, was to dry up, America, France, Britain, Germany, Portuguese, they would cease to exist. They would cease to exist because all the foundations of the earth is over there in the motherland. And they tell us that Africans is poor, beat down. Sure, they got their ghettos when you see it on Oral Roberts and all them other Christian shows and stuff. They showing the Ethiopians and them over there and other countries over there on the continent, in the continent of Africa, with flies all over the face and malnutrition and stuff like that. Yeah. Ain't no different than here in the ghetto in the United States or whatever town or city you live in the urban, the ghetto. And even on the hills over there where them hillbillies at. They live in the same way, but we talking about the melanin people. Mm-hmm. And yes, indeed. See, now the white revolutionaries, they understand it. Well, they getting a glimpse of having the U.S. citizenship, and we used to have second-hand authority, but no Americans got any goddamn authority these days. None. White folks used to have first-class citizenship and first-hand and first-class authority. Now, got the citizenship of American citizenship, but them Caucasian white folks, just like the ghetto, they got the citizenship, but they ain't got no damn authority. Not even second-hand authority. They used to have first-hand. They just like us. They ain't got no second-hand. There ain't even no third-hand. It's so deep that there ain't no authority. And that's the truth. And white folks is fighting with white folks. So who gonna take over this country? They ain't even worried about black people taking over the country. We never wanted to take over this damn country no way. You hear me? We never wanted to take over this country. You know, because the country was taken from us. You know, when they say, well, in the Olympics and shit like that there, all the swimmers used to be just white. And what I mean by white American, German, Russian, Canada, France, Italy, Portuguese, right? And they always had people that never thought about it, or we thought we knew it and just didn't say nothing. That black folks, wherever they is around this sphere, this 360-degree sphere, this perfect circle called planet or Earth, can't swim. You mean to tell me where it says in the book of the beginning in Genesis says that in the beginning was darkness? Talking about darkness. This kind of darkness, albino darkness, mahogany darkness, charcoal, black darkness, blue is black darkness. We had a buddy named Joe. We got a buddy named Joe Cook. Everybody knows Joe Cook. He was so he I ain't gonna say was. He is so black. We used to call him Blue. It was the truth. When the sun hit him, when he's sweating, or he got Vaseline or something on his face, not lotion, but sweat or Vaseline, right? He was so black when the sun hit him, he looked just as handsome with that blue. So there's like 8 shades of black. It sure is. Got your albino, you got your white, you got your red bone, the yellow, down there in that Creole, Louisiana, and then you got your copper, right? And then you have your mahogany. Then you got your brown, 2 or 3 shades of brown. Then you got your 1 shade of black. We'll say blue black. Then you got your shade of black. That's why they say black go with everything and anything. From the lightest, even our white black, the albino, only race of people that can have an albino, God creation at its best. You gotta have that melanin. Gotta have that melanin. I love talking with you guys. Hey, you guys cannot catch me on Facebook. You need to go on Twitch. And when you go on Twitch, you don't have to put in Floyd Livingston. All you have to do is put in the Gift of Gab with Uncle Floyd. And then you can go on YouTube. Yes, you can. You go right there on YouTube and put in Floyd Livingston 8202. That's all you have to do. And then you can go right where we at right now on Facebook and put in Floyd Livingston. Hell, send me a friend request. Send me a friend request if we're not friends on social media. Because I know if we growed up from being kids, we already friends, Yes, we is. Y'all remember little Lucky Peterson out of Buffalo, New York? I think he moved to St. Louis or Cincinnati. He passed away 2 or 3 years ago. Yes, he did. All right. We're coming up on 40 minutes. 41 minutes. In about 2 more seconds, it'll be 41 minutes. There we go. Hey, I love you. I love you. And I love all of you. And I'll be back. And I'm going to go outside right now before the sun go all the way down and let y'all see these oranges, these grapefruits, these pomegranates, my tangerine tree. You hear me? The pecan tree. And see, we just share. That's how much we're surrounded. My family and I is surrounded around royalty. Because we have Latinos from Mexico, Guatemala, other Spanish-speaking countries, from India, Pakistan, from the South Pacific, Filipinos, Chinese, Japanese, yes, Vietnam, Korean. Yeah, we do. And then we have the African tribes of blackness from the motherland, from Britain to Brazil to America to Haiti, Jamaica, And you won't believe this here, but even those Asian countries, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, Koreans, and even the Latin-speaking countries, El Salvador, Guatemala, the Brazilians, they got Africans over there that's so dark and black. And that's the racism. Even over there in Pakistan and India, Mahatma Gandhi was a racist son of a gun. He didn't care for the dark-skinned people from India. Not Indians, but India. Yeah. Boy, you'd be surprised. In the beginning with darkness. The downtrodden. All that people have done to this race of mine, this culture of mine, been stripped from everything. Was said we couldn't read for over 400 or 500 years. They said, no, kill them, skin them alive, tar and feather them, male and female, young and old, catch them with a book. Mm-hmm. That's what they did. You got over there in Britain, some of our African leaders from every country in the continent got their brains in a glass jar in the British Museum, England Museum. Oh man, the stuff that they did and continue to do to us, right? After all the smoke and fire, we still standing. Ain't greedy about nothing. Got that right. And you got white folks, they understand the Boston Tea Party. How many of y'all know that the Boston Tea Party, the first person that got killed was an officer or enlisted man, black man? That's the first person that got killed in the Boston Tea Party. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Yeah. You know, when I do comedy and stuff like that, there, right? What I like to do when I do humor, I like certain words, like the word prestige. I love that word prestige that the French brought into existence in the 17th century, in the year 1556 or 1565. The word prestige, look it up for yourself. It means to be deceitful, to perform a magic trick, an illusion. It ain't nothing positive. You remember? Do y'all remember back in 2019, 20 or 21 when all these rich folks, not just the celebrities, they was paying $500 to up to $2 or $3 or $4, $5 million to people get their kids into these prestige colleges, UCLA, Cambridge, Michigan State. Yeah, I ain't talking about city colleges. I'm talking about the prestige one. And then somebody blew the whistle. Gave me a prime example of the definition of prestige: to be a liar, a cheat, and a thief. To pull a rabbit out of the hat, and you know darn well you can't pull a rabbit out of the hat, to be deceitful. You don't believe me? Go on Google and put in the French word prestige. Does it mean to be deceitful, to perform a magic trick, an illusion, just like credit cards? Credit ain't real. That's why they give it to everybody. They're hoping that you can pay it back, whatever your debt is, so they can take it from you. I'm gonna give you another French word that you probably haven't paid attention to. The word nice. So when somebody tell you that, oh, you so nice, and smiling and all that stuff, look it up. Go on Google and look up when the French brought that word into existence. Put in there a search to say the French definition of the word nice doesn't mean to be foolish and silly. That's what the generic brand when you're in the Western world over here in America and British and all that kind of stuff. You know, they give you the generic, but the brand name. Hey, I bet y'all didn't know this neither, did you? Before we sign off, coming up on 50 minutes, right? Look up the Aramaic, not Arabic. Aramaic, not Arabic. The word abracadabra. The word abracadabra doesn't mean pull a rabbit out of your hat, right? Or a magic trick. The word abracadabra in Aramaic means the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It means it is, as I say, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You don't believe me? Look it up for yourself. And get back to me. I can't wait to these chat lines so my IT guy come over and show me how to regurgitate a little bit more on my plate and to give me a little bit more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on how I can say, hey, Jenny on the Block, Glow Pop, Denise Gibson, Joe Cook, Kevin Lozano, Gregory Nance, Jerry Simpson, Chucky Green, Vernon Bunn, Earl McCutcheon. Yeah. And you guys, Tyrone Balance, junior or senior, call in. The phone lines is open. It's coming. It's called Engine number 9 is coming down the Chicago line. All right. I love you all. And I love you, and I sure do love you. Yes, I do, too.